everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we've got a 3-game set here in Toronto against the Blue Jays. Now, after this series we head out to Boston, and something that I just want to point out is I think the reason for our struggles is not because I'm bad at the game. No. I think it's because it is the first road trip of the season. First long, because we had our first quote-unquote road trip. We went out to San Francisco, but this one we're actually somewhere other than California, and we've had to go to Cincinnati, to Toronto, and then to Boston. So I'm going to guess that's why we struggled so much against the Reds. Is because we're on the road for the first time. It's a long season, and Seattle's far away from everything else, so makes sense. Jorge Polanco's still leading the league in home runs. As we get to the end of April, we have about 3 more series to go after this one, and we are facing the Blue Jays ace in Kevin Gausman. There you guys see he's having a Cy Young caliber year. ERA below 2, whip at 1.1, 14 strikeouts in 4 starts. Could be higher strikeout numbers, but Kevin Gausman is one of those pitchers that I don't really like to face because he does throw a lot of good breaking stuff, and it screws me up. Luis Castillo is on the mound for us. Here is the home run leader in the American League, and he's going to go down swinging on strikes. Victor Robles, sliding back up in the number 2 spot, is going to chase a fastball inside, and Lawrence Butler, a newly acquired left fielder, is struggling. Gausman looking ace-like here to start the ball game with 3 punch-outs. So not a great start for the Mariners offense, but what's new? First time we get to take a look at the Blue Jays this season, and that should be a lot of fun. Blue Jays are kind of sitting where we're sitting, and both teams really looking to get things going here. Bo Bichette into right field will drop in front of Robles, and the Blue Jays have their leadoff man on to start the game. George Springer to Crawford, 6, 4, and 3. Springer almost beat that out, but a quick double play. And here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. His 24 hits are good for first on the Jays, and Crawford is busy out there as he's going to make a jump throw or a spin throw to get Guerrero out. Julio is up next, and he's going to go down swinging as Gausman gets another righty to chase a fastball in. Rafael Devers looking to turn things around, but he's going to chase the high heat. And Gausman is looking great with 6 punch-outs through 2 innings. On to the 3rd. There's another punch-out. And make it 7. What can we do against Gausman? So far, nothing. J.D. Martinez is going to chase a fastball high and inside. And 7 punch-outs through 3 innings. Castillo's looking just as good as well, although not striking out nearly as many batters, but he's facing Bo Bichette for the 2nd time. Bichette got on base his first time.
The count's full.
And we'll work a full count as that pitch misses away. George Springer, batting .250 with 4 home runs, is on deck. Bichette with the Blue Jays' 2nd hit and his 2nd hit of the evening. 2 outs with their base runner on now for Springer. Springer lines it into right field. Bichette holds at 2nd. Take a turn, but stay put. And that's going to be huge. 2-on-2 out in the bottom of the 3rd for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. We don't really talk much about George Springer nowadays. And
All one.
I think he's had himself a nice little career in Houston and now in Toronto. Vladdy to Crawford. He'll toss on to 2nd to end the half inning. And nothing comes of it as this remains a scoreless game through 3 innings. Mariners looking to desperately get something going as Polanco hits one deep in the hole, but right at the 2nd baseman. Bad luck for the Mariners. Robles continues to flail in 2nd spot, his 2nd strikeout of the day. Gausman picks up his 8th. Lawrence Butler also in a bit of a cold spell. He's going to hit one hard, but right at Bichette. to end the third, or end of the fourth. 4 perfect innings for Gausman. Julio will break up the perfect game with that hit into right field. Springer plays it off the hop. And the Mariners get the leadoff man on with 1 out for Rafael Devers in the 6th. 1-2. Julio is safe as he steals that base with ease. His 6th of the season. Devers looking to drive him in. Not going to drive him in when you swing at a pitch like that. Gausman continues to look filthy today as he picks up his 9th strikeout. 2 outs. Runner out second. And it's going to be up to Luke Raley. Good sinker on the inner half. 0-1. Decided to play this game without quick counts on, but it took me forever. And I haven't played MLB The Show in like a week in between episodes, so I may have made a mistake here. Raley up the middle, base hit. I will say this, because I have recorded this series, and then I recorded the one against the Red Sox. I got that one all done. And I am really enjoying hitting with Luke Raley. So he will probably get a bump up in the lineup. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember if I did that or not, but I've enjoyed hitting with him. Martinez gets in on the fun. I think that's his first hit as a Mariner. Raley's going to come around and score all the way from first. An RBI double makes it 2-0 Blue Jays. So 2 unlikely heroes in Luke Raley and JD Martinez to get this offense going. JP Crawford could make it 3-0. He's another guy that I've enjoyed his swing so far. Just haven't had a lot of success like many of his Mariners teammates. But I've enjoyed him a lot more than I did in MLB 23, the show, when we ran with the Mariners. 1-1 to Crawford. 333 average with runners in scoring position. Could really help the cause here, but when you swing at a splitter like that, you know, nothing much is going to go your way. Another filthy pitch from Gausman, and he's 1 out away from getting out of this. Inside heat, blows it by JP, but we do take a 2-0 lead as we enter the late innings of this one, thanks to Luke Raley and JD Martinez, finally. I think he was like 0 for... Well, I guess 0 for 4, maybe. Or did he get a hit? I can't remember. Y'all have to tell me, I guess. But I don't know. Okay, anyways. 5 innings pitched for Gausman. There you see 10 strikeouts, 2 runs on 3 hits. We've given up 3 hits, 2 to Bobichette, and nothing has come of it so far. Vladdy takes a strike with a runner on. His 5 doubles are good for first on the Blue Jays. Checks his swing, can't hold up. I'm not sure what he's swinging at.
1 ball.
Classic strikeout slider, but he doesn't bite. 1 out, 1 on, 1-2 pitch in the dirt. Raleigh will not make a throw, and he'll just let Bichette, I think that's Bichette out there, get to second. 2-2, wild pitch. Beautiful breaking ball, gets Vladdy chasing. And that's 2 outs. Tying run at the plate is Anthony Santander. 0 for 2 tonight. Takes a strike. 0-1. As it's hit to the ball boy. Bichette takes his lead off second.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Raleigh throw down to third, not in time. Bichette able to move up for 2 bases on 2 wild pitches, and 2 outs with a runner 90 feet away. Santander hits it up the middle. Polanco, tough throw.
He's out.
Got him. A little scary there, but we hold on to the 2-0 lead. Thank God Santander is slow. So we are through 6 now, 2-0, and off of only 4 hits for us. We go to the 8th. Matt Brash on the mound for the Mariners. 9-1-2.
Ball, that's out.
Every time I think he's not a thing anymore in the major leagues, he finds a way.
Ball 2.
And Brash getting squeezed by the home plate umpire. Bethencourt hits it into the camera well down the first base line. 2-2. Another foul ball, staying alive. Into left field, that'll fall in front of Butler. He can't get there, and the leadoff man is on as the lineup turns over. Still just a 2-0 Mariners lead. Bo Bichette climbs in 2 for 3. Or 3 for 3, actually. Okay, Bo. He's going to hit free agency this winter. We'll see what he decides to do. That's hit weakly past Crawford into center field, back where it came from. So, 2 on, nobody out. Bethencourt at second. Bichette at first. And you get to the more dangerous part of this lineup for the Blue Jays. Here's George Springer. He's 1 for 3. So this top of the Blue Jays order is doing what they need to. They're getting on base and setting it up for 3, 4, and 5, but still a 2-0 Mariners lead. Springer is the go-ahead run. Fouls it off again. Still 0-2. Ground ball to second. Bichette will be out, and Springer will reach on a fielder's choice. So runners at the corners now. 1 man out for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He had a chance with Bo Bichette up in the 6th to score, and he couldn't bring him in, and now he's got the tying run at first base.
Ball 1, no strike.
Brash is a little wild. I mean, he's young, so I want to keep him around just because he is so young, but, you know, he's not even effectively wild. He's just wild. There's a strike at the knees, 2-1. 3-1, sinker misses. Don't really want to load the bases, but you don't really want to groove one either for Vladdy as he fouls it off 3-2. Hits a second. Polanco leaps, can't make the catch, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall. 1 run scores. Springer to third. He's going to take a look but stay put as the third base coach gives him the stop sign, and it's a 1-run game with an RBI double from Guerrero Jr. 1 out now. We're going to bring somebody else in now, and I believe it's going to be Morahone. And he did not do well when he pitched in the Red Series, but we'll see what he can do now.
Ball 1.
Santander batting from the right. Tying run at third. Vladdy is the go-ahead run at second. 1-1 now to Santander. 222 average with runners on base.
Hey, 2.
Strike 2.
1 ball.
This could be a
2
huge second out for the Mariners. Getting squeezed again. Borderline pitch, called a ball. Hit hard up the middle. Bobbled by Polanco. He has no play as Santander beats it out. And that will tie the ball game. They're going to give that to an error to Polanco. And that defense really hurting us this half inning. Miles Straw has a lot of speed. He's going to replace Santander at first.
0-1.
And not Nathaniel Lowe. Nathan Lukes, I believe. I don't know who this guy is. I've never heard of him. But it's a left-on-left matchup. He's batting 5th. Big cut and a miss for the second out of the inning. So maybe that's why I've never heard of him. But a huge out for us, although the damage has been done. But the Blue Jays could take the lead with Ernie Clement up.
Inside, ball 2.
And behind, 2-0 to Clement.
Ball 3.
In the dirt.
3-0.
The throw down will not be in time. 3-0. Runner moves up to second. This bullpen is laboring in this half inning.
No, ball 4.
And a 4-pitch walk to the Blue Jays third baseman.
Ball, that's inside.
Another ball. That is 5 straight balls out of the hand of Morihone.
Aye.
There's a sinker for a strike on the inside corner.
Aye.
There's another corner pitch. Nice fastball this time, got it on the outer half.
That's in. Ball 2.
2-2. Bases full of Blue Jays. Score tied up at 2. 2 outs. Up the middle. Polanco. Got him! Oh, I thought that was going to be trouble. However, the game is tied, but Polanco makes up for his error with a beautiful play to keep it tied, and we go to the 10th now. Bichette at second as the ghost runner. George Springer fouls it off. And it's Snyder in to pitch for Seattle. They couldn't do anything with their ghost runner. 0-2 to Springer into left center. Julio's not going to get there. It drops in front, and the Toronto Blue Jays will walk us off. So that 8th inning bullpen collapse does not help. In fact, it hurt us because we just lost. But let's not put it all on the bullpen's shoulders. Let's only put like half of it on the bullpen's shoulders, because you got to score more than 2 runs if you want to be comfortable and win a ball game. Sure, sometimes you can win with 2 runs, but you need some insurance. And the Mariners could not do that. The Blue Jays, though, getting a lot of solid production from Bichette and Springer at the top of their lineup, each with 3 hits. So, not bad at all. Jeff Hoffman gets the win. Snyder gets the loss. We'll go to game 2. Mariners just trying to get something going to kind of get things moving here as we wrap up April, to stay above 500 and shift the momentum, you know? So, of course, Gausman did well last time out. Chris Bassett has dominated on the mound as of late. Same with Logan Gilbert, looking around the league. Lots of good pitching matchups. The Diamondbacks win their 7th straight game. Samuel Basallo singles, I think, in his debut. Or actually strikes out 3 times in his debut. Crochet K's 10. Gausman K's 10. Reagan's K's 10. Robbie Ray K's 10. What kind of day is this? Look at all those dominant pitching performances from the Red Sox, Jays, and of course the Royals and Giants as well. Kepler collects 5 RBIs. Michael Busch goes 5 for 5. Lots of good baseball in the previous night's slate of games, and we're going to have to face another veteran pitcher who's having a solid season. Here's Chris Bassett's numbers in his last 2 games. 1-1, 12 1/3 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts to 3 walks, with a 1.2 whip and a 2.19 ERA. The veteran doing quite well as he pitches in Toronto as their number 2. So, potentially another rough night of offense for the Mariners. Hopefully not, but you know, we are what we are. And Bassett's another guy who throws a lot of slow breaking stuff, so hopefully we can do what's needed to get the win. But you see his numbers over the year, not as good as Gausman, but the whip around the same. ERA is a little bit higher, but he's still having an excellent year. We have the roof closed today, and the Mariners are in their blue road uniforms in hopes of turning things around as the teal's not working out for us. And we send our ace, Logan Gilbert. Luke Raley up at the 2 spot, and he hits it high and deep to right field, and it is gone. Few rows back into right center field. Raley rakes one out of here, and we take a quick 1-0 lead, his 5th of the year. Told y'all I enjoy hitting with Luke Raley. Bo Bichette for the Blue Jays. I forgot I turned quick counts on, and I was like, what? And J.P. Crawford's flashing the leather. Diving stop, throw from his knees just in time to get Bichette. And Bichette is put away. Beautiful play by J.P. Polanco could never make a play like that. Top 2, J.P. Crawford is up. He goes the other way into left field. That's going to split the outfielders and roll all the way off that scoreboard out there. Leadoff double for Crawford as the Mariners look to get some insurance. Just his first double of the season. That's crazy. Devers is down on strikes. Martinez is down on strikes. And Mitch Garver is getting the start today, giving Cal Raleigh the night off. See, how am I supposed to hit that? I mean, that was beautifully placed by Chris Bassett. 3 straight Ks to get out of the inning after giving up that leadoff double. Told you, Chris Bassett throws some filth. James Wood around the league is broken out of his slump. Of course, Blue Jays win in extra innings. We go to the third. Still 1-0. Robles continues to swing a pool noodle out there. Nothing going well for him. As he and Rayleigh have switched spots. Jorge Polanco fouls one back. 1-2. 2-2. What Polanco's looking for, but he is another strikeout victim. Bassett's 6th. Rayleigh hit the home run his first time up. Mariners' offense has basically been non-existent since then, and make it 7 strikeouts through 3 innings. That's what this team does. We are comfortably in that 30th spot in MLB in strikeouts. We swing and we miss. I feel like this team is the epitome of just true outcome baseball. We either strike out, walk. Well, we don't even walk. We just hit singles.
Okay.
Does that count? We hit singles and then we hit home runs. That's it. That's all we do. 2 outs, full count to Dalton Varsho. And I guess that's a strikeout. No, that's a walk. Okay, it was just in the dirt. Lineup turning back over. Bichette was robbed his first time up. Takes a ball.
2-1.
Hitters count to Bo. Had 3 hits yesterday and scored the winning run. Runner on the move. Varsho is safe as he steals second. Blue Jays looking to tie this one up with one of their hottest hitters up. 2-2 to Bichette. I don't know where that one missed, but it did. Full counts. Fouled off. Hard into right field. Robles makes the winning catch. And the walk doesn't hurt us. Still a 1-0 Mariners lead, but we have got to score some more runs. We cannot expect to win when all we do is score 1 to 2 runs a game. That's not a strike, but okay. So we can squeeze, but I guess when you're making the Mariners look like fools behind the, or at the plate, you can just throw whatever and it get called a strike. That time, Julio walks, steals second, like he does. Maybe he should hit leadoff. I might try that. Obviously, I already said that I did the recorded the Red Sox series, but for the Miami series at home, I might put Julio at the leadoff spot. And that is so funny. The Blue Jays catcher couldn't find the ball. I don't think I've ever seen that in playing MLB The Show. He completely lost the ball, and if I was paying more attention as I was playing, I might have actually tried to run, but I didn't. 2 walks so far for Bassett, and I don't know what Devers is swinging at, but that was just ugly. What do we do about Devers? Obviously, I'm not going to trade him, but this has been a failed experiment. He must not like Seattle at all, but he started off slow in Boston, but then was tearing the cover off the ball until he got traded, so maybe he just needs a month to get used to the Pacific Northwest. I don't know.
Okay.
But Devers will be returning to Boston next time we have baseball on the channel, so be sure to tune into that. Not quite sure what JD's swinging at there either, but that's 9 strikeouts for Chris Bassett. Jesus Christ. Like I said, we are comfortably, firmly in that 30th spot in strikeouts. I mean, I think we're a good, 20 to 30 strikeouts behind the Rockies. That's how much we strike out. It is insane. And I'm not that bad at this game, y'all. I promise. Ground ball to Crawford. Deep in the hole, jump throw is not in time. So close. But Vladimir Guerrero Jr. reaches first base. 1 out, 1 on in the 4th. Crawford has been very impressive for me. I mean, he could be hitting better, sure, but I didn't expect this kind of defense. And he has flashed the leather. I mean, sure, Guerrero beats it out, but still a wonderful play, and he didn't even throw the ball away. He made a great throw, too, so can't complain. 2 on, 2 outs. Hit into center field, and Logan Gilbert flirts with danger yet again, but escapes. A jam through 4, still 1-0 Mariners. Thank God for our pitching. That is all I can say. On to the 9th. And yes, it is still 1-0. I mean, we're just like flirting with danger, I guess. I don't know. Our poor pitchers. Our bullpen's not that good either. I mean, you saw the meltdown in Game 1 with Matt Brash, right? Like, Munoz is the only guy I feel like I can rely on. But this is just dangerous. This is too much. If I'm a Mariners fan, this gives me a heart attack. I don't care if it's April. You know, still 1-0, 2-0 yesterday. That's just too close. Too close for comfort.
2-1.
All right. 2-1 fouled off. 2-2. 1 out now. Should be 3-2, but he gets a piece somehow. Hit weakly to third, and that'll get past Devers into left field. Go ahead and run at the plate. Miles Straw, I bet he's going to come into pinch run. He sure does. I'm getting flashbacks. Here we go. Ernie Clement has been quiet. Well, 1 for 3. I'm thinking of when he drew that walk in the 8th, but he's going to go down on strikes. That's a generous pitch. Thank you, home plate umpire. We need that. Now it's going to be up to Andres Jimenez. He's been quiet. 0 for 3. Grounded to Rafael Devers. He throws on to first, and the Mariners win. Okay, it didn't. I don't know. The crowd didn't react. But we win. Barely. Luke Raley and Logan Gilbert are carrying this ball club at this moment, at least in this game. I mean, 1-0. That's crazy. That is too close for comfort. They out-hit us too, 6-4. And we still win. I'm not, a win's a win, I guess, but we could be playing better baseball. We need to be playing better baseball. It's going to be a long season if this is how we win our ball games. Let's take a look at scouting. All right. Homer Connor has the best name in all of this draft class, but we don't see him as the number 1 pick. We see him as the 23rd best pick, but TBH, you know, let's be real. We're probably not getting through more than one season with this team, and I may just draft this guy just for the name alone. Because, like, how can you not draft a guy named Homer? Now, he doesn't have a lot of power, so we won't be seeing any homers from Homer, but, you know, that's just kind of fun. Then we have Lincoln Manning, the left fielder. He's got some more power than Homer ever did, but he doesn't really have any areas that he's standing out in to me. And he is 3rd on the MLB board and 12th on our board. And then, of course, we're looking at starting pitchers. So my goal with scouting, as it is every time I do anything in MLB The Show, is to draft. No, what's the word? Scout. Scout as many pitchers as I can per region. Because that's the best way to scout pitchers. And then just draft position players. I mean, god damn it. Scout position players. Words are hard. But with this draft class, there's not really a lot of decent looking top tier position player talent. And again, this is we're playing the whole season with this series. We're not going to be simming anything. So we're probably never even going to see these players, but still, you want to get some studs in your draft classes, and this ain't it. So let's just move right along. We all know if Homer doesn't go to picks 1 or 2, he's going to go to us. Now, Gosman owned us. Bassett owned us. But we might be able to own Berrios. Yes, he's improving technically, but there you guys see his last start against the Braves. Didn't make it out of the fourth. Gave up 5 runs. Isn't walking many guys and isn't striking many guys out either, which means he will be throwing a perfect game with 27 strikeouts against us. That would be the Mariners' thing to do. Can we win a series? That's all I want to know. Luke Raley's doing great. Cal Raleigh is not doing great. George Kirby, oof, I forgot Kirby's on the mound. He is having a rough April, and I think he is ready for this month to be over with because things aren't going well for him. Same goes for Cal Raleigh. We're not getting the MVP that the real-life Mariners are getting. There's not going to be 30 home runs by June or July with this version of Cal Raleigh, but hey. We can at least hope for a better May. We got to get through April first. Here's Berrios on the mound. And I feel like Jose Berrios has really had a tough time when it comes to playing for the Blue Jays, honestly. Things have not gone his way. Raley with a base hit into right field. Okay, Luke fitting into that number 2 spot nicely. Julio pulls it into left field. And that's going to roll all the way to the wall, allowing Raley to come around and score so quickly. The offense gets it going with the 1-2 punch that is Raley and Rodriguez. And we're up 1-0. Okay, George. What can you do for us today? Hopefully pitch well. You guys have seen all of Kirby's starts, and he lets up a walk there to George Springer. Runner moves is on the move, but Guerrero's gonna fly out to left. Okay, old Butler, giving us a little bit of a scare there as he loses the ball in the sun, but makes the catch. So yeah, things have not been well for George Kirby. And I mean, 2 years ago, he would have been this team's ace, but that belongs to Logan Gilbert now. But man, in MLB 23, he was electric. Popped up, so he's gotten 2 pop-ups, which is nice. And a flyout. So, here we go to the second now. Still 1-0.
3.
Kirby gets him called looking. Andres Jimenez batting 6. Hits it into right field. Robles arranging over to his left. Throws up the glove. And nope, that's not Robles. That's Dylan Moore. Because Victor Robles is in a slump to end all slumps, basically. Striking out like every at-bat. It's been ugly for Victor. So Dylan Moore's getting the start out in right field today in hopes that maybe some time off will give
2-2 the count.
Robles a chance to figure it out. We don't really have anybody to replace him with. If you can't figure it out, we'll just have to maybe dump him at some point. I don't know. We've got a baseball game to play, though. Kirby's looking for his first 1-2-3 inning and gets the strikeout to end the inning, to swing and a miss. So, a nice clean inning for George Kirby as he has a 1-0 lead. Luke Raley up for the second time against Berrios. And he gets hit in, like, the shoulder, it looks like. Ouch! They just didn't want to face him. Lawrence Butler has struggled mightily since joining this team, and he's going to hit that one high into center. For Varsho, nothing else to really show for it. I guess he made solid contact. We'll take that, but it's been rough joining the Mariners. Julio drove in Luke his first time up. Let's see if he can do it again. Past the first baseman into right field, down the line, off the chalk, into the corner. Raley will hold at third as they get it back in quickly. So no RBI this time for Julio, but maybe Cal can get the RBI. Maybe even... actually, no, this is Luke Raley. Whoops. Raley to right field. Off the wall. That's going to score 2. Oh, no, wait. This is... Oh, this is a whole different inning. Oh, my gosh. Well, then. I'm sick. That's what I'm blaming it on. I've got some infection or something, and I'm running a fever. So that's why this commentary is awful. But I wanted to get it done because I've got a lot of videos piling up here, and I need to get some of them done. So Julio drives in another one, and Barrios is going to be out of the game. And we've got some insurance. We've scored more. Oh no, never mind. Just 2 runs. I was going to say we've scored more than 2 runs today, but that's not true.
2-1.
Here's Cal. Hitters count, runners at the corners, 2 outs. The lefty, so Cal hits from the right-handed side. Up the middle, base hit, that's going to score 1. There we go. Now I can say it. We have scored more than 2 runs this game, and that's nice. Let's see if we can make it 4. Come on, Raffy. Turn it around. Left on left. It's a piece. I believe in you. That's a ball, but he gets the bat on it somehow. That's like near his ankles. Rafael Devers to Jimenez, throws on to Bichette to end the inning. But we get a run. Or 2 runs, I should say. And it's a 3-0 lead. Giants win in the extras versus the Angels. Langies breaks out of his 1-for-23 slump. And Nico Horner gets 5 RBIs. John Birdie. And the Cubs looking pretty good so far this season. Top 7. Here's Jorge Polanco. He's been quiet offensively. Big hack at that slider, misses. 1-2. Polanco crushes that into right field, and the American League home run leader does it again. Finally, we haven't seen a home run this series from Polanco, which has been weird. But he hits his 12th. And gives the Mariners some insurance. It's now a 4-0 lead. That's fun. I'll be curious to see how long Polanco can hold on to that top spot. I'm sure once Aaron Judge and company start heating up, it'll be, they'll create some distance. But until then, it's cool to see. Leadoff base hit in the 8th. Against Gregory Santos. Here's Bo Bichette. Had himself a nice series and continues to have a nice series. That might be extra bases off the right field wall. Varsho coming around, and he will score. It's 2-1. RBI, or 4-1. I don't know where I got that 2-1 from. Alright, it's 4-1 now. Bichette with a double. Ernie Clement batting second.
He's out.
Bichette moves up to third on the play. It's a sacrifice of sorts for Vladdy. In the dirt. Runner stays put. Oof! Guerrero hitting .097 with runners in scoring position. That's gotta be tough. But it's only April. That's what I keep telling myself. Santos makes me nervous. That's up the middle. And that'll score 1. It's 4-2. That's going to help that average with runners on base a lot for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And now the tying run comes to the plate in Anthony Santander. I'm so tired of this awful bullpen. It is just so difficult. Okay, Gregory Santos, get on out of here. Let's bring in Trent Thornton. Mariners fans, how do you do it? There's another base hit. 9, 1, 3, and 4 have all had base hits. Go ahead run at the plate now. One out, 2 on. Luke says the go ahead run. Hit to left field. Butler ranging back. Oh, gosh. I really didn't know if you'd catch that. Runner stay put. 2 outs. That was a big out. Thank you, Lawrence. Could you imagine if we had, who did we have out and left before?
Ball 2.
Who did we have out and left before we got Butler? See? That's how forgettable he is. Fouled off. Oh, Rosarena. Could you imagine if he was out there? I don't know if he makes that catch. Down the line, foul. Very close. Two on, which means runners will take their lead with 2 outs. Jimenez staying alive represents the go-ahead run. Tying run at first. Ground ball to Jorge. Liner actually, and he catches it. And that's only the 8th inning. We have another half inning of baseball to go. Well, another full inning, I guess. But another half inning to get outs from. Here's Dylan Moore. I don't know why I didn't cut that out, but that's why. What the heck happened on that play? And I didn't even bother to watch the replay. That's crazy. That's some bad defense from the Blue Jays. But hey, we have a runner on. We need some insurance. Polanco, if you want to hit your 13th homer of the year, you could. Be much appreciated.
Ball, that's outside.
That was right down the middle, but fouled off. Yumi Garcia is the one on the mound for Toronto. Trying to keep this deficit right where it is. Ooh! Hit hard right at Clement, but he throws it away. What is up with the Blue Jays defense on the corners? First and third now.
First baseman, Luke Rayleigh.
Here's Luke Rayleigh. He's not been an easy out. 2 for 3 with a double and a single. Come on, Luke. Help us out. Come in clutch for us. There's a reason I like hitting with you. And let's show the YouTube audience why that is right here, right now. Mariners are trying to win their first series on the road.
2 strikes.
And take 2 out of 3 against Toronto. Runner on the move. Rayleigh down on strikes. Throw is late. So, a stolen base helps, but at the cost of an out. Come on, Butler. Hit weakly up the middle, base hit that scores 1. Here comes the runner from second. He will score 2. And Lawrence Butler with the 2-run single, his first big hit as a Mariner. And it is 6-2. I don't even care how the rest of this half inning goes. I mean, Julio's had an excellent game, but I don't care because we have some insurance and we needed it. Julio is behind in the count. Late swing, Butler steals second with ease. For Cal Raleigh.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Make it 8-2 if he wants. He's got some big big power in that bat, is what I was trying to say. I need to hit the batting cages. This is embarrassing. Bottom 9, 4-run lead. Let's finish this up and get out to Boston. There's an easy play for Rayleigh. He'll take it to the bag himself for a quick out in the 9th. 7-8-9 for the Blue Jays. Here's Davis Schneider. Right at Rafael Devers. 2 quick outs for the Mariners in the 9th. Dalton Varsho is the last hope. He got the 8th inning started with a bang. But he will hit that to left field. Butler can't make the play as he overruns it, I guess? I wasn't looking. Not great, because now you have to face Bo Bichette again. Why can't we have a clean inning? This poor bullpen, it's rough. 2-1 to Bichette. At least we have some distance. A 4-1 lead. Beautifully placed curveball at the corner. 2-2. Hit to center. Julio back. Makes the catch. And that's your ball game. Mariners come into Toronto and take 2 out of 3. Game 2, we won 1-0. Game 3, thanks to some late inning offensive heroics from the team, Lawrence Butler really, we win it 6-2. George Kirby finally gets a win, his 2nd of the season. It felt like forever since the 1st. And we head out to Boston now and face a 14-10 Red Sox crew who, and we will see Crochet while we're there. So it's going to be Bueller, Crochet, and Crawford for them. Wu, Wilson, and Castillo for us. And that's what you have to look forward to next time with Mariners Baseball on the channel. If you like what you saw, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe as I post videos as often as I can. Take care, and have a great rest of y'all's